Welcome, everybody. Last time we left off was an introduction to your base. Everybody was getting settled in and familiar with their surroundings. You also did a little bit of light hollow training. Um, Other than that, the you guys were given your first contacts to reach out to, which are Danny the Elf and or Gregor. So, who would you guys like to? What would you guys like to do from here?
Hmm. So which
Are we
contacts are
still
we gonna deal
supposed
with?
to wait?
I'm sorry, what was that, Tosh?
I also sorry, Hunter, to you. Were we? I thought initially you said we're supposed to wait here or something, like in this room or something.
Well, this basically last session was just like we weren't doing much because there wasn't a lot of time. We were in a time crunch.
Okay.
But no, now we're. It was originally was waiting for orders. Now you've been given two contacts, so McGregor and Danny, and been ordered to basically pursue leads and find what you can.
What Reeby decides to do is to try to do a little bit more background information on each, not too deep digging wise for McGregor and Danny, like the people that they got, so that way she just knows a little bit better generally how they are.
You can go ahead and do an investigation check, everybody, if y'all want to get some more information. Anybody that wants to try and gather information about our contacts.
Can you remind me? Because McGregor was like a tinkerer, like a mechanist, I think.
He's a fixer. Yeah, he is a gear. He's a
What
gear
was?
guy, but he leads.
What did Danny do?
Danny
Nice,
is
Reedy.
basically deal. So meta knowledge. Danny was basically just the local contact slash barkeep. He was the connect that everybody knew, and the neutral shadow basically ran the
Maybe
neutral.
Cindy.
Hmm.
But he's also a bard, so he's probably also going to hear a lot of information.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of
So
information.
Kaylee, get off Jesse, please, baby. You gotta be careful.
What are we trying to do? Like, I know we're trying to find a contact and we're trying to get some information.
Find
the
info
ultimate
on
goal
the Aztec.
is basically get information on Quetzalcoatl and Aztec technology. Basically your introductory contacts in the city are McGregor and Danny the Elf.
While Reed is digging up the info, Hex is gonna like kind of stretch and put her arms above her head, like crack her neck, and be like, don't know about you, but I think I need a drink, and then she's gonna turn and proceed to walk out door.
So Hex is leaving.
Yes, she's gonna go for Danny because she wants to go drunk.
Okay.
I will follow. But before I do, would I be aware of any that we may have, and would I know what they look like?
I'm sorry, what was the would you be aware of any what? And what would they look like?
Enemies?
Enemies? Well, I mean, there's no one specifically looking for you guys. You haven't been here long enough to make any enemies.
We're undercover.
What
about a celebrity?
You being what's that?
We're undercover at the moment, right?
Yes, although Dak being as famous as he is, it puts a bit of a hamper on undercover, but you guys
Hold my
being
beer.
his entourage is not necessarily out of the question. You know, sports stars have, groups of people that they keep around them, that kind of thing.
Nice.
Hold my beer. Are there any other are there like celebrities that I would know of? Like who's the main pop star? Like who's the Justin Timberlake of our era?
So, having decided to settle back down in her hometown, Beyonce's oldest daughter in this world has become a a national sensation, but also is based here in Houston. She also became an elf as part of she became an elf as part of her metatype.
So I will my eyes as Dak Prescott, and I will um, channel the power given to me by the still alive Jones, and I will disguise self using my mask of many faces, and I will
Okay.
become the granddaughter child of Beyonce.
It is actually Beyonce's child because she's an elf. She's functionally immortal. She won't die of old age. And
Blue. What's her name? Ivy Blue or something like
let
that.
me see. Let me see.
I become the child of Beyonce, which I never thought I would say
Okay.
out loud.
Yes, Blue Ivy Carter.
I remember in my mind the visage of Blue Ivy Carter, and I become the child of not just Beyonce, but also Jay-Z. And then I'll follow Hex.
Beautiful.
Following. Okay. Everyone sees Dak suddenly become this very ethereal, beautiful elf woman, famous, world famous singer, and just walk out the door.
I'm never gonna get used to that. They're going to get drinks
Um,
at Danny's bar.
that
Mhm.
seems to be what everyone's doing. Yeah, it's gonna go get drinks and meet with Danny the elf.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go with the group then. That's what we're all up to.
Okay.
Gale will follow them too, but he's also planning to burn his Cowboys gear when he gets home.
Okay, so as far as like in this particular this glitch, this particular time, what type of tech do they have? So that way, like, she could go with them, but while still kind of like looking into.
I mean, you can take your. Oh, you're not. You're not. Can you guys hear Savvy while she's talking?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So the tech wise, I mean, you can get stuff. I mean, cell phones have advanced exponentially over the last, over the interceding 70 years. Like, you have amazing computers. You're basically always connected to the web. There is no disparity between platforms as far as what you're seeing. There's no mobile version versus, computer version of sites and or applications.
It's all in your head.
It's all uniform. It's all uniform. That being so, yeah, you can continue to look more information up about folks as y'all are traveling.
Perfect. She's gonna go ahead and follow after everybody.
Perfect. Okay. As far as your investigation check, you were looking into. Were you looking into one or the other or both?
And it's more
Okay.
just generalized information about them. If they have any certain like personality quirks or anything like that.
McGregor is. You pull up his file in the system, and he's noted by UCAS, and he is an ally of UCAS agents. That's why you guys have been assigned to. That's why he's one of your initial contacts. But it lists in his file a quality trait that says deceptive.
Okay.
And Reeve, let's see. Reeve, you caught that. Unfortunately, I don't think anyone else's investigation was high enough for that. Gail, did you want to do an investigation on that previous check that everyone did, or are you good?
Sure.
All right, I'll go ahead and roll it for you. You also did not it that high on it to get the information. That information anyway. You do get that everyone gets that he is loud, boisterous. He runs a storefront and sells pieces of gear. And because of your it's noted in the file that because of your connection to him and the UCAS connection, he will sell you guys restricted and harder to get gear. That being said, it most likely would incur some kind of favor and or job to get it.
Okay.
Basically, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, and he would never. Basically, he would never send you out on a mission to go get something that you're looking for because that's just rude. That's not professional.
Okay, so what would he be interested in?
Well, Reeve would get that he seems that he would be more interested. He is highly interested in tech. Any new piece of technology will pique his interest. He's been especially interested in the Nagwals that As Technology has been producing.
Basically, if we come across any sort of tech like that, he would definitely be interested. Perfect.
As far as Danny goes, everybody knows that Danny is the bartender of a local runner bar. It is considered neutral territory. There is no fighting in the building. Basically, if anyone starts a fight, everyone else is going to finish it for him. Yeah, it is neutral. You don't fight there. You don't cause problems there. Everybody is cordial. That's the rule.
Cordial. Okay.
If you can't, it's one of those cases where if you can't at least be polite, don't say anything at all.
Alrighty. So we just need to hit up his bar.
And we're all heading to Danny's bar right now, right?
That's what I understand the plan is.
Okay, so as everybody is moving and she is going through very carefully to make sure, she just gets a gleaning of information because people will change depending on the relationship they have with another. She relays the basic information to them and stresses the fact that, this is neutral territory. Don't try to start shit. We don't want to deal with that. And just continues falling behind everybody.
Okay.
Just a general, briefing about it.
Don't start shit. Heard that. Do we need to bring a gift or anything, you guys think? It's gonna be like, hey, we want to do some business.
I think bringing a gift would make us stand out, almost like we were his friends or something. Coffee, I could bring a gift, whatever.
Yeah,
it might be nice, but
just kidding.
I don't know. He might also that we want something from him if we bring a gift. But
okay.
Gifts never hurt. It's the Asian thing to do.
All right. So yeah, I was gonna say, are you guys stopping to get a gift? Are y'all showing up with money in your pockets? And
have some taco food truck and grab tacos.
You're gonna stop off and bring tacos.
Yeah, that's gonna be her gift.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Maybe it's just gonna make sure that she has a comfortable amount of cash on her to be able to get from his actual bar itself.
Okay.
All right, everybody. It takes a little bit in through town, but you arrive at Danny's bar.
Like these colorful maps.
This song. Music is nice. You can hear. There's a little bit of people talking in the background. You can see a few folks around the bar in various spots. Most just talking, drinking. You see a few tables around that have groups of obviously different folks sitting on opposite sides of the table, but talking in cordial hushed tones.
He's gonna just stride the door, cast a glance around the room, and then make out with Danny, and then like stride to the bar.
As you see Danny, you see someone the size of an orc. They are about 6'6", and while very well muscled, they're very lean. You can tell that the ears have been surgically altered to sorry. You can tell the ears have been surgically altered to sorry, I keep hearing my
Look elf-like?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I have my thing on.
That's okay. You can, his ears have been surgically altered to be very elf-like. His tusks have been removed. So where you would normally see those pronounced teeth on top or bottom, they're not there.
Okay. And Elvin, I'm gonna greet him with the tacos, kind of like before, maybe. Oh, darling, look, I've brought you juice here. Yeah, you must be starving in here. And hand them over.
Annie grins and leans over and goes, well, don't you just know the right way to someone's heart? How can I help you today? He leans over and grabs the tacos, and he starts munching right in front of you.
Nice. Oh, I think a Manhattan to start.
He smiles a little bit and says, "Oh, all right, starting fancy. Let's go." And he puts the taco down, stops at a sink, and gives his hands a quick wash. And then you see him step over to his well, and he starts making you a Manhattan. Pulls a glass, chills it, uses a nice local rye whiskey and some and the nice vermouth. Puts a Luxardo cherry in there and brings it back down. Yes, I'm that fancy.
Did he respond in? I'm sorry, I meant to say Elvin. Did he respond in Elvin?
He actually did.
Nice. He is committed to the bit.
Yes, he absolutely is.
Okay.
He looks at the others around. Says, are these your friends? What can I get for them?
Shots.
Simple. I like it. Looks around.
Reby comes up to the bar with a big old grin on her face, and she pulls out a little bit of cash and sets it on the table. She's like, I want to go ahead and start a tab for us, but can you actually get me just a pint of beer?
Absolutely.
Whatever your favorite is, or what is currently being enjoyed right now. I don't drink. So.
Yeah. He looks around. So he got shots from what was that? Ostrava, right?
Yep.
He looks up and sees Blue Ivy Carter with you, and wow, well, I didn't know we had a celebrity here. What can I get for you?
Ivy Carter.
So, how about something with blue hairstyle?
Oh my god.
And then I wink.
Yes, ma'am, I got you. And he goes down to the end of the bar, and he's already he sets out shot glasses and pours a couple shots of whiskey, and starts setting about making a blue Hawaiian on the bar top. What are you guys doing while he's making drinks for y'all? You got a couple minutes.
Gail asks if you can hear.
What's that?
Gail asks if you can smoke in here while smoking.
He looks up at you and kind of smiles. Like, well, I don't think I can stop you even if I said no, could I? And he just gives you a quick little wink. He says, "But no, you're good to go, man."
Reby at this point in time is using whatever her like communication device is to look up what is currently happening news-wise. Just like giving a quick glean over everything to see what's happening. Slides into the
Okay.
empty seat on the bar.
Listen,
Just
Danny,
looking around.
we just rolled into town and we're looking for some work. Heard you might be the
Oh.
guy.
Well, where'd you hear that from? I mean, he's still making drinks, but he's talking to y'all as he's doing it.
That's a
He
great
noticed
question, actually. Where did we find out about this dude?
A mutual friend told us said you were quite reliable with that. Answers.
He thinks-
She's also scanning the crowd. She's
Yeah.
sits in like how many people would
You guys notice. Go ahead and give me a perception check, everybody. If you guys are gonna look around, give me a perception check.
machine people, organic people.
Okay, not bad. Not bad. Good.
It's not bad.
That's
Slam.
well,
Not bad.
a crit is not bad. That is true. That
Not
is
bad.
technically true.
It is.
It is.
It is the opposite of bad. You're right.
Yes. Yeah.
Is it bad? No.
No. All right, guys. So Gale gets a little bit of cigarette smoke in his eye on accident, so he can't really. He's kind of rubbing his eye real quick while everybody else is looking around. But you guys notice. What are obviously as Technology Corpo execs sitting at a table with some grungy looking people. It's two corpos with probably around four of these grungy looking guys. You see guys in military fatigues sitting at tables with folks that look with a large troll with totems and runes on a large necklace, and bare-chested, what looks to be a large beard with what looks to be like moss and twigs within it. There are some boxes of tables around you as you scan the room, and just these people seem like they wouldn't go together, but they're all talking and or doing business.
Those corpos
I will
over there
approach
might
them.
Not be a bad idea.
How important do they seem?
Danny kind of hears you and says, "Discretion is a big part of this business, so I would ask that you don't harass folks that maybe you don't know."
I will approach them.
Oh my god.
I mean, blue can, right?
Bye.
You can try.
He notices Blue Ivy walking off towards that table and just, well, I can't stop her. And looks back at everybody else and starts bringing drinks back down to the bar. He sets the Blue Hawaiian down on what was Blue Ivy's empty spot, and just kind of sits back and watches y'all. It's like, so, would I be wrong in assuming y'all know about me from kind of gives you a look real quick. Foreign affairs.
Reeve has like this small little smirk that appears for just a quick second before it disappears, and she's like, we are new to the area. I'm still trying to figure out my footing here at least. What are the more common locations that people like to go and visit? What is the hot spots right now here in town?
Well, it depends on what you're looking for, darling. He kind of looks around at Shawl and says, and he's like, he leans in so that y'all can kind of see, y'all can hear him a little bit, and he can talk quieter. And he's like, well, if y'all are from who I think you are, and he kind of looks around, especially he stops looking. He looks at Ostrava for a moment too. He's like, we'll need to talk about some things. I'm sure you want some information, but if you're here about what I think you are, you probably don't want your friend there to get in hot with Aztec. He points at Blue Ivy over there, heading to the Aztec Corpos. That being said, Blue Ivy, you're walking up to the Aztec Corpos, and the it's four grungy-looking gangers sitting right there. As you approach, they stop. One of them, like, you see one of them squint their eyes and look at you, and then nudge the person next to them, and they start whispering really quickly, which you notice the Aztec Corpos seem kind of off put by. You notice something here. Let me throw these guys up here so you can see what they look like. Let me. Blah, 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 blah. How do I show this to you guys?
Hex is gonna message Dak with a cantrip and be like, do you even have a plan? And you can totally respond to that in your head.
Would I respond with my Dak Prescott voice or my Blue Ivy voice? Also, something I never thought I'd have to say out loud in life.
To you.
I say, "Oh, don't worry. I totally have a plan. I just want to see what they're up to, and I just want to hear how they talk. If I can pull off a Blue Ivy, I can pull off one of them."
That's true. Carry on.
Oh my god.
Do you have the actor feed?
Okay.
Blue Ivy can take care of herself.
Yeah.
Can Dak Prescott the fourth? That's the real question. Even you're getting confused.
Who am I? Yeah, so Hex probably isn't going to interfere. Unless,
so
obviously turn bad.
all right, y'all. So Blue Ivy, you're approaching the table.
Yes.
Okay. So as you do, the conversation stops and they look at you, and one of these, it's a shift click on this picture, right, to bring it up for you. How do I forget how I display it for you guys. I'm sorry.
Shift Z, I think.
Shift Z.
Good job.
There you go.
Why is it giving me that one? I don't want that one.
Hmm.
Here.
Orange.
There we go. All right. This guy. One of these guys turns and looks up at you and. Yes, can we help you?
Well, how y'all doing today, Shug?
While you can you look over and you can see one of these gangers just basically buzzing in their seat, but this guy just seems totally unfazed by you. And he's like, "Well, we are talking business here. Would you mind leaving us alone, please?"
Hold up. I'll totally go away, but I need you to help me settle something. My friends and I, we got a bet going on. And I point over to the crew.
Yeah.
Hex
Who do you like more? My music or my mother's music? Be honest. Keep it real.
I mean, Beyonce did this country.
You see this ganger just blurt out, "Oh my god, you're my favorite!" And then he closes his mouth and clamps a hand over his mouth as the guy that was speaking just turns to look at him very quickly, and then turns to look back at you.
I will
Now-
use my feminine wiles. And I'll kind of like lean over a little bit. And I'll extend a hand and offer to take his hand.
You see the mask and like kind of look down at your hand and then look back up at your face. No movement, and just says, I'm sorry, ma'am. We're busy right now. Would you please leave us alone?"
I would love to, but you are the deciding vote. I gotta know. My music or my mother's music, and then I'll leave you alone forever, except for maybe you. And then I'll point to the guy who's geeking out over there.
Can you roll me a persuasion check with advantage, please?
I would be happy to.
That is a crit.
Nice.
Doesn't count if you don't say it.
That is a crit. So, as we're as you're talking to these folks, the one talking to you will not. The one that has been addressing you. Yeah, I mean, he's wearing a mask, so you can't see his expression, but he seems to be looking at you rather stoically. However, the person next to him in the mask actually very calmly, "I have to say, I love your music much better than your mother's." And
Oh, stop it! Stop
the
it!
person looking at
He's
the
just
one that's
saying this because I'm right here. Y'all be
The person
honest
look-
now.
the one that's been talking to you snaps to look at the one that just spoke, and the ganger that was obviously about to follow up that with his "You're also my favorite" again. And he cut both of them off. "Ma'am, You have your votes now. Please leave us in peace.
What's your favorite song? I gotta know. I'm trying to put out a new album with Northwest, and I just need to know what's your favorite song. And I'll leave you alone forever, except for maybe you and maybe you. I do love a man in a mask.
Roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage this time.
Ooh, okay. Charisma. No.
Oof.
Wow.
Yes.
Well done. Okay. While unfortunately Northwest has long since passed away due to their short lifespan as a troll, there is more family. That being said, Northwest themselves is not around. They don't remember any of that though. You see the two that had previously been speaking to you basically look at the first one that had been talking to you and then just say, "Oh, please tell me more, please." And the ganger looks at you. Can I please have your autograph? Oh, after he does that, the Aztec corpo that has been speaking to you says, like, looks over and like slaps him on the arm. No, you don't ask people for that. That's so rude.
Do I have a piece of paper?
X is gonna go over with her drink and napkin and join Blue at the point and be like, Blue darling, I had some fun. Why don't you do so?
Blue is gonna put her arm around Hex's waist and up the blue carousel drink and be like, I'll give any of you an autograph. My name is right here.
The gang guy stands up, rips open his shirt, sign my chest.
What the fuck? It's time.
Well, you gotta tell me your name first, Shug.
Kinky.
He is he's like, no, not my name. Just put your big signature on my chest right here. That's all I need. I'm gonna get it tattooed as soon as you do it.
I'm gonna make sure I have a forearm exposed, and I'm gonna say, "How about I get yours?"
What? What? Okay. And he pats himself down and looking for a marker, and obviously he doesn't have one. Would anyone like to produce said marker?
Roll
I'm
for
just
marker.
watching all of this
Yeah.
in disbelief.
I'm sure Donkey
Infiltration, baby.
While this is going on, Reeve just kind of like reaches over for the shot that Danny prepared and just goes ahead and takes it back and then sets it down and goes back into her phone.
Sorry. Wow. Over here sneezing and rattling my brain around in my skull. What? So while this is going on, what is everybody else doing?
I thought we were about to talk to Danny, and then this was sort of just like...
Yeah. Blue walked over and then
I think he was about to give us work in the back.
Well, you talking to him?
there are multiple ways to get work.
Hex just just gets bored. So she was like, "Well,
Yeah.
this looks like fun," and it was taking longer than I thought it would. So she's
Yeah.
let's just go join.
Absolutely. You can. You're welcome to join in, but no, I want to check in with the others. What are y'all? Are y'all
Oh yeah.
Reeby's
still?
gonna
Are
go
y'all
ahead and
still
look
over with
at
Danny?
Jason again, and she's gonna go. Well, the things that I'm kind of looking for are like, what are the main sources of entertainment that people look at that sorry, I can't get my brain to work right.
Like apps and stuff, and like entertainment like that, or like sports.
Yeah, like
And
more like apps like in that general area, what is the more commonly used sources to get information?
Well, if you're looking for information, you're looking at the best source, honey.
is there like a 4chan in the world or something, or like?
I mean, there are Shadowrunner forums and whatnot, and there's all kinds of stuff like that. Basically, there is a network of where you can get jobs online, but usually you'll have to meet the person in person to get your job and get paid.
And what app do we use to get paid and talk to these people?
Depends. Usually, you can just get a. There's not really an app as far as like payment goes. Almost all money is digitized now, so and it's all weird. It's all uniform. Everybody uses Nuyen now, rather than gold, silver, anything, and yeah. So there is a global currency based on China's currency. The American dollar has lost its power.
R.I.P. Freedom. Okay. So let's get this work from Danny.
Well, if you are looking for information about those folks over there, he kind of looks at Blue and Phoenix talking to the Aztec Corpos. He's like, if that's what if you're looking to do, it looks as though you're trying to get some information already. I can probably send you somewhere else to get something if that doesn't work out.
What do y'all
I
think?
I know of a local storage center that has several Nagwal units that I'm sure someone would be very interested in. As
Can I have a
Danny
little insight
mentions,
on this?
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, what? Because I feel like if we try and steal Nogwal units, like that's immediately going to put us on Ass Technology's radar. This guy is setting us up for something stupid. Oh, god damn it.
As far as you know, he is on the level with you. Honestly, he's
Mm-hmm.
An old model or
he
something.
is suggesting something about these Nogwals for a reason.
Okay. Okay. Y'all want to go steal some Nogwals?
Down.
Um,
So my goals with the
Actively-
interaction here at this table is strictly to try to gain their names
Yeah.
and hear them speak for at least a minute.
Okay.
Does any of that
I'm picking up what you're putting down. If So you haven't gotten names yet. I will say that you have not gotten names yet, but you're getting close to that minute.
Okay. Do I need to RP that?
Um,
I'm down to do it. I'm down to.
you know what? Do me a favor. Give me a. I'll let you do it. If you want to do it with rolls, you can do it with rolls. If you want to do it with RP, we can do it with RP.
Let's do it with rolls. We'll move it along.
All right, cool. Give me a one more persuasion check, and then okay, give me. Give me a deception check, and that'll be the last roll.
And what specifically is that deception check flavored as? Trying to pass off myself as Blue Ivy, or
trying to you're basically your persuasion to try and get their names didn't go very well, so you're trying to recover from that.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. So you're talking to these guys, and or you're talking to this ganger and this one Aztec Corvo. The first one is obviously pissed off and but has settled in and just puts their masked face on their fist and just rests it on the table. If someone could look annoyed in a mask, they look annoyed. However, the other gentleman, who has introduced himself as Sergio, has opened up to you, and you have continued talking. So you have gotten the name, and you have achieved your minute of conversation.
And Sergio is one of the masked gentlemen?
Yes, one of these technology guys. Yes, one of these
I cordially bid them adieu, and I will rejoin the homies.
All right. So y'all walk away and rejoin the group. Do y'all those at the bar? Do y'all inform Hex and Blue Ivy about what you have just been requested to do?
Yes. Basically,
Okay.
we've been tasked with stealing fucking Nogwals? Nogwal? Is that right?
Yes. Yes, that is.
Stealing Nogwals. It sounds like it could be pretty dangerous, though, because we're dealing with an AI god, and we're stealing its robots. So if we do take this job, we need to be very careful.
Whoop.
But he says he'll help us if we can do this. Did you have any luck with your venture over there?
I got the name of that gold masked fellow over there. His name is Sergio.
Sergio. What can we do with that?
Are you asking? I'm sorry. You're asking me what you can do with that?
No, I'm asking like everybody. Like, does anybody have any ideas of how we could use that?
Could we use him for stealing the Nogwals?
Would they have like identification on them or something like that? Is like part of their uniform ID or anything like that? That necklace
You
thing he's
don't-
wearing.
Blue Ivy and Hex did not notice any kind of identification on these guys' person. Nothing that would. They're wearing masks, and the same suit. The only thing that you could that you could use to tell them apart was their voice.
Hmm. How do we get one of those masks and suits?
That is a very good question.
Seems like it would be handy for us to have.
I have Mask of Many Faces.
That's true. That's very true.
I have his name and I have his outfit and his mask.
I have a like minor illusion and prestidigitation.
Roll me, Blue Ivy, roll me an insight check.
You got it.
$19. Ivy, it occurs to you that those masks looked very high tech. They seem, while they were obviously very ornamental, they did seem to have a lot of tech laced into them.
We could jump these guys once they leave and just send it into Mixie.
I was already thinking that, bro. Now, Danny,
Just cut out the middle.
let's say one of those. I'm gonna look at Danny and I'm gonna say, so Danny, let's say one of those men said something that was real offensive to me. How much of a problem would it be if I made sure they never did that again?
He looks at you for a moment and says, well, even for you, man, I would ask that you take it outside.
Say less.
Okay.
I like where this is going, though.
I do too. Okay.
Reeve at this point in time looks at Danny and was like, I would love to be able to meet up with you and get a little bit more of this information that you have about what you just asked us to do. But I know you're a busy man right now.
Well, it does seem like you're about to get that information yourself. He looks around at y'all. I wish you the best of luck. Just remember, not here. And with that, he takes the cash that had been left for the drinks, goes down and closes out the tab and brings you the change review. And sets it back down with in front of y'all before you decide to leave. He does this all very quickly. Basically, what you do is you put a cred stick down, and he takes the stick and slots it into his machine and just brings it back. When I say brings the change.
Nice.
Okay. So we want to wait until they leave and then try to jump them?
This man have been drinking a lot. It's gonna be hard to do with the mask on.
Roll me perception.
Alright, roll. Right?
Perception. Everybody. And for that question. See him. 11. 15.
I'm waiting for my character sheet to load. Give me a second. The
13.
perception.
And a 9. Okay, Gale, you're the only one that that has noticed this so far. The Aztec Technology Corpos have not had a single drink all night. The entire time you've been here, they haven't touched a drop, and they don't have anything in front of them.
I'm going to share that information with the group. And
That also means that one fanboying thing was entirely sober.
So true.
Gail's going to suggest we wait for them to leave and try to separate fanboy from the group.
Just steal away the fanboy. Okay, we could totally
like
do
it.
this.
Hey,
Reeve just kind of smiles at everybody and it's like, well, all right, then I will wait outside. And she goes outside to try to find like a little perch somewhere so that she
Okay.
can just keep an eye on the building
sure.
and the surroundings.
Yeah, what does the exterior of the building look like now that we're gonna set up to ambush these people?
I am very glad you asked.
Me too. That was a good question.
Thanks, man. I appreciate both of you.
The street outside is nice and busy. Danny's bar has that bright pink sign, but there's a lot going on outside. There's a little shop just next door, and a restaurant on the other side of Danny's bar.
What day is it in this game?
I'm sorry, I did not hear that. My music, I turned the music up too loud.
No, good. What days is it? A weekend or a weekday?
That is a good question. Let's see. It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday.
All right. I didn't know if it was
Yeah, actually this street is fairly busy even for being a weeknight. The shop next door you can see is a little grocery basically. So folks are kind of walking up and they'll buy their stuff and they'll walk out, that kind of thing. It's kind of got that New York bodega feel as far as the shop next door, and then on the other side, yeah, is a little restaurant. It's like a diner, serves fast food. You can or short. I'd rather short order food, so you put something in and you'll get it within like 10 minutes. You can eat it real quick right there. It's like an open front diner, like kind of like I guess almost an izakaya, but it's like you can get pancakes and waffles, like a Waffle House type thing. But it's just like an open little like seating area bar right there, little restaurant right there.
So, what's the nearest isolated area? There's 3 of them, right?
Yeah. Well, there's 4 gangers and 2 Aztec corpos.
Right. We're trying to get one of the corpos, right?
Yeah, and it occurs to you they'll probably leave separately. You guys have got enough insight for that, so it occurs to you guys they'll probably leave separately. What's up?
How many exits does Danny's bar have?
It has 1 customer exit, 1 customer entrance and exit in the front. There is a sorry about that. Sneezed. There is an employee entrance / exit in the back, but customers will take the front.
How closely does Danny watch that employee exit?
Well, you can only access it through the back, the kitchen. So, very closely.
I have a preposterous
Basically, you
idea.
see the door is behind the bar.
Well, I gotta
door
hear
to-
this preposterous idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's this crazy idea. What if we get like a rope or like a long ass wire, right? And we like basically loop it up around one of these poles or like maybe around one of these statues, right? And then one of us, whoever's got pretty decent decks, makes like a little like noose around this side, right? And as they come out, whoever has the highest decks like snags them in the noose thing, and then I'll jump off the other side down to the ground, which will whisk them up into the air at the top.
This is the most Looney Tune shit I've heard in a long time. Let's go.
And then I will
Sign me up.
sprint off and try and escape while this person is isolated up at the top with the rest of you guys.
Are we trying to kill him or just capture him?
Just capture him, I think.
Yes.
We're trying to pull him away.
Dude. Jesus Christ.
Just a thought. It's something we could try.
Let's do
I'm
it.
in.
I'm in.
So who's
That
got
is some
the
anime shit if I've ever heard it. But let's go. Let's do some
Who's-
rolls and see if it works.
who's got the ninja rolls to like snare this dude as he comes out?
I also have shocking grasp.
You have to touch them for that. So
Oh yeah, but when they
That's
walk out, I'm on the
very-
face.
It's very logical and practical. Are you sure?
Oh my
Eddie, you
god,
said that-
nonsense. Yes, let's go with the obscene.
Eddie, you said they're all going to leave separately, like they'll all be leaving individually, or
I mean, the groups will be leaving separately. Like the gangers will leave separately from the As Technology folks.
gotcha. Okay.
You're probably gonna have no one's gonna leave altogether because that'll look weird. As far as like, the friends will leave together. The groups that obviously look like they go together will leave together.
You
Reevy
have
with
Misty
the
stuff.
deck. Oh yeah, I missed these up too.
Huh?
Ooh.
Oh,
He
you
said-
guys can Misty Step?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the person who can Misty Step should be the one who jumps down, because then y'all can just Misty Step back up and rejoin the party.
This is some Baldur's Gate 3 shit.
I mean, if we really want to try and secure this, we could have like maybe Dak could like distract them as they come out, while whoever's up here like aims the snare, you know.
That works.
Just a thought.
Wait, so we're just hanging in a noose, gonna noose him?
I think so, or we could like leave one of those leg snares on the ground. And then the idea is just to use body weight to like lift that person
There's just
upwards.
like people all around us.
Yes, and that's why we have to get him away from the ground level. That's my thinking, is like the only way to isolate him is up.
How do we get up here in the first place?
We could try something different. We could throw him into a van and do like an old-fashioned car napping.
Wow. I was like, we could not.
Hey guys,
We could just
Savannah's
a
getting
little.
pretty bad headache, so I think she's gonna drop out a little bit early.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Spanna.
Yeah, I hope he gets to feeling better.
Same. Bunch of sleeps.
That being said,
Are there like any
I-
kind of
I prepared
alleys
the seats so we can still. Alleys?
in between the buildings? Or is everything like just kind of wall?
Unfortunately, here everything is wall to wall. Everything's kind of jammed together.
See.
Couldn't we just have Blue try to seduce him? Because I'm worried about like the other Sherpas aren't just gonna walk away when we, Looney Tunes this dude with a rope up to that level.
But yeah, like they're gonna struggle and kick and like.
Well, and then his two friends are gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that's why I was thinking we would have to escape whoever comes back down. But then, yeah, on
But
the
if we-
top level, you guys are gonna have to, like, skedaddle or something. Looks like maybe there's some stairs right here, I don't know.
I think we just need
something.
like pull out a titty and try to lead him away from his friends.
I got 2.
They're not even yours.
Not even yours.
Decimation.
Oh my god, I'm already thinking about. We're dealing with AI deepfakes right now, so of course, in a world of magic, there's going to be illusion deepfakes and everything, and so yeah, okay, sorry, it's stupid.
I think following
But-
them wherever they're going would be the thing, and then was a good opportunity to like, I don't know, choke them and then pull them away somewhere, yeah, or like toss them in the trash and like pass them off as drunk or something. If anyone asks or something, then I don't know. But it's not a CF.
Yeah, I'm down for whatever y'all want to try.
It's too bad they didn't drink anything. They could like slip something in their drink.
I don't have any spells that would.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Hex has a bunch of drugs.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh.
They drink anything.
Yeah.
That's true. Think. All right, I think we should
While you
stop.
guys
Maybe.
are, by the way, while you guys are sitting there talking at the bar, you see they've kind of the table over there that y'all had gone and talked to have gone back to conversing between each other. I'll keep it up with the previous rolls. You guys can see that they seem to be hashing out a deal over there.
Could I use
We have
invisibility to get closer and listen?
You use what now? I'm sorry, you cut out a little bit.
Machine invisibility?
Machine invisibility will work on cameras, but not on their eyes.
I just wasn't sure if as you said, the mask had a lot of tech in them. I wasn't sure if they were looking with their actual eyes or through a lens.
You know what? Here, give me you know what? Let me see here real quick. I'll do this twice. Okay. Well, okay. Look at me giving you guys my DM rolls over here. But all right. There is one guy out of the gangers that has cyber eyes, and both masks, it appears, have imaging tech. So I will say that If you use machine invisibility, 3 of the 7 will not see you.
Sorry, can you say that one more time? My son was in here making
It's
noise.
okay. It's okay. If you use machine invisibility, 3 of the 7 will not be able to see you.
Hmm.
Yeah, little girl. Numbers.
If I cast detect thoughts on them, will they? Hold on. Do if they succeed that they know that they're being probed, or
So you can use it and pick up surface thoughts of each creature. But then, yeah, basically, you would have to do a contested wisdom saving throw. See if you can get anything else.
hmm.
Red ball.
So that just depends on how you would like to use that.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Does anyone have invisibility?
Nope.
I'm very sneaky, but that's about it.
Ooh, I do have Find Familiar. I can certainly
All right,
eavesdrop on them.
yeah, I'll give you guys a couple more minutes to plan. But
Do you guys want me to try to eavesdrop on them with Find Familiar?
Sure.
I can make a rat.
Hell yeah, dude.
About it, yeah.
Oh. Okay. So I will spend 1 level 1 spell slot, invoke the name of Jerry Jones. I will create a rat. This rat, against my will, has a very minute star-shaped pattern on its back. I am unable to see normally, but I can see through its eyes and I can hear what it hears. I will set the rat on the ground and have it scurry sneakily over to these guys to try to hear what they're talking about.
okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth check for that rat.
Great.
Let me see here. All right. Oh yeah. Doesn't help that I plug my mouse for a second. All right. Okay. 9. Okay. Uh,
You come back in here, please. You're fine. Right. You want some
well, it looks like Well, okay. So the rat is sneaking up, and um, while the masked guys do not notice it. Oh, here, by the way, let me move y'all back.
Right.
Anyway, so while the guys in masks don't notice the rat, one of the gangers kind of looks over and he says, "Ew, seriously? I can't believe that they have this here." And different from the fanboy from earlier. That other than that, they don't react. So Rat kind of walks over and hears what they have to say. So, as after you hear that initial little like "ew" kind of thing from one of them, you hear conversation continue. Oh, we're going to need you to go down to the bayou and plant these along the bank. Once you're done, just let us know. We'll know. Um, you see these gangers kind of nod. One of them mutter, "Yeah, that sounds easy enough. Sure." Um, the rat sees the fanboy as technology corpo pass over a uh, a small case under the table, basically. From your angle, you can see basically they have the case next to them, and they just kind of move it next. They lean forward, put it next to the person sitting next to them, and says, "Very well. We look forward to your results." Um, the gangers grab the case and quickly stand up and go to leave.
Share all that with the party.
Um, while you're doing that, you see you can notice Danny pop from behind the bar, go around over here. All right. You guys have. I'm gonna give you guys real time about 5 minutes to decide what you're gonna do from here while they are closing their tab.
All right, what do you
Once
guys
that's
wanna do?
done, they're going to stand up and leave. All right, ready, and I'm gonna wait till the next full minute mark to give you guys some buffer. So once it says 8:14, that's when your timer starts. You guys can talk, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm giving you guys extra time.
So what else?
the system.
I'm liking the Wile E. Coyote plan.
I love the Wile E. Coyote plan.
Are we still doing
Let's
the
do-
Wile E. Coyote plan?
Looney Tunes this motherfucker.
So we know the gangers are coming to the bayou, so we can certainly meet them there, figure out what needs to be planted, save the day. Get some info, maybe a badge or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
We could also do the Wiley. I want one of those masks.
I feel like the masks would be a good lead because they're probably packed with like, I don't know, Aztec related energy.
Yeah, or intel or like codes or something.
Can't they be tracked though? I just thought about that.
Yeah, probably. But that's
Pretty
it's
much
kind of
no.
the same with the narwhal things. Is like they can probably be tracked too. So I was sketched by those two.
Mm.
But again, can we not take it offline or like remove trackers or something? Like, we're professionals. We should be able to handle this.
Yeah, true.
Well, I think I'm the only one that thinks we should follow them. But we want to do the Wiley. Let's do the Wiley. Let's see what happens.
I just think it would be the funnest thing if it went horribly wrong. That's the
Like,
best case scenario to end the evening is it just goes terribly wrong. And we have to figure out a way to get it's a little puzzle. But I'm cool with whatever. We certainly know that we've got people going to the bayou. We could try to follow the guys with the masks, but there is inherent risk all around. And then we say fuck all of this and go do Danny's stuff.
What do y'all think?
I kind of want
to do?
to. I don't know what's being planted.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
yeah.
Okay.
Do it. Let's fuck shit up.
Okay, so the plan is, in order to find out what's being planted, we are going to do what?
Wile E. Coyote at that
Yeah,
fanboy. And
So we're taking the ganger?
All right.
Because the fanboy was the.
Are you taking the
core-
ganger? Or are you taking? There are two fanboys. There's one Corpo fanboy and one ganger fanboy.
wouldn't the Corpo know more?
I want the Corpo.
I kind of want the corpo, yeah.
It's worth the risk. The Ganger, I don't think is worth the risk.
He's just an employee, man. Let's get one of the boss guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it sounds like you're going for one of the Corpos. Does that sound accurate?
Yes.
Okay. So before they leave, you guys are probably gonna dip out of the bar, right, and go out to the street.
Yes. Do we have like some simple rope or wire we can make use of?
Wrong scene.
Like as part of
Yes,
the
you guys would have. Yes, y'all would have that.
Alrighty. Well,
So Reevy was kind enough to already pay the tab before popping outside ahead of y'all.
that was nice.
Did she leave a good?
Let's see.
Roll for tip. Hell yeah.
Did she leave?
I don't know, Reevy, did you leave a good tip for Danny? Okay, yes, Danny, she did. Okay, never mind, no roll. All right. So, luckily, since you guys had already kind of discussed this with Reevy before she had stepped outside, she was able to go ahead and loop the wire that you're going to be using for this and get it ready up on the roof. You guys pop outside and you're able to find a way up there pretty quick. As clustered as these buildings are, there are apartments above Danny's bar. So there is a staircase to get upstairs. There's another door to the side on the side of this building, even though it says courthouse. It's actually Danny's bar. Funny enough, it was a courthouse a district courthouse at one point. That's why he took over and named it the courthouse. Anyway, you guys are there is apartments above this building, so above this bar, so y'all can make your way up to the roof pretty easily.
Cool.
All right. So I'm going to give you guys. Let's do 2 people. I want 2 people dedicated to roles on this. So you guys can decide who. And I'll let you know
What
ahead of
type
time.
roles?
Yeah, like what are we attempting here? Is this like one person
We're going to
in
be
charge of the
doing-
rope? And
We're
one
going to be
person-
doing a dex-based check, a strength-based check, and depending on that result, another check after that. That's probably going to be that. It will be social related.
I mean, volunteer tactics.
I'll do the strength based.
I was about to say,
Okay.
this is your plan. You
All
gotta
right,
be in there,
guys.
get your hands dirty.
So, Strava and Hex, you can both contribute to the dex roll. Both of you give me a dexterity check.
Oh shit.
Flat dex.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on.
That's pretty good.
Dex. Be with me, Dex.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And now go ahead and roll that strength check, both of you as well, and I will tell you what happens after that.
Alright, for this, I will focus.
Boom. Real solid.
Jesus.
Okay.
These Texas
So-
nailing her rolls.
You guys are parked above the building. There's a wire dangling down precariously over the front of the building, over the entrance. Your watch as several other people pass, and then you see the As Technology Corpos start to pass outside. You lower the wire enough to ensnare one of these guys' masks. You hear him start to shout, like, what the fuck is going on? And as you guys pull, you have a little bit of resistance, and then suddenly it pulls up. You hear a shout from below, "Hey, that's mine!" As you pull up just the mask off of this guy.
Oh, Jesus. Did I still jump?
You did not. What you did was just you got the loop and just pulled up and pulled.
Okay, thank goodness. I'd have plummeted
You
to
have
my
successfully
fucking death.
right. You have successfully retrieved the mask and remained hidden.
Yeah.
Good job, James.
We did it.
You now have an As Technology mask.
No.
You guys should probably get out of here before they figure out a way, maybe up here or something.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Right.
Get these.
So, where would you like to go after this? You have a mask. What would you like to do with it?
Can we catch up to those gangsters on the way to the bayou? Do we have time?
That did not take very long because of the combined nature of the rolls. So, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys You guys, go ahead and roll me perception checks, everybody. I'll roll for Hex. Or I'm sorry, Reeve. I'll roll for Reeve.
Perception.
Nice.
Boo.
Damn, I've been getting ass rolls this whole session.
Did Blue happen to see this dude's face without the mask?
You guys were not close enough to see his face without the mask. Y'all are on the roof, and they're down below y'all.
Fair enough.
So you did see his face, but not very clearly because, there's 3 stories between y'all. I don't know. That's weird.
Hmm.
You know what? Matt, roll me a perception check by yourself separately.
Okay.
For that.
Yeah.
No. You did not.
It's pretty far.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we're
It's
trying
always
to
worth a try.
Do we want to do something with the mask first, or try to go to the bayou?
I feel like the mask might be being
Right.
tracked. Kind of.
I mean,
Well, because
Reeve's pretty techy, so I figure Hex would probably just give it to her and be like, "You work on that." Tell, yeah, if they're like in their way or something.
perfect. Okay. So Reeve can try to crack into the mask if that's what y'all want to do, while you pursue. Gale actually rolled insane on his perception check and spotted these dudes just through the crowd as they're going past from me. Like, I see him down there, and you guys are all. He points directly at them, and he watches, and you can see his arm following them as as they're going down the road. It does occur to you guys that that the Bayou is referring to Buffalo Bayou here in Houston. It's huge. So there is a lot of area to cover with some swampland to see, but it cuts straight through town. You guys will be able to. It'll be fairly easy to figure out where they're going.
Okay.
Good eye, Gale. you fucking got him. Alright. Yeah, let's fucking hunt him down.
Running from the rooftops.
But yeah, here I can. If you would like to see, I can show you guys a quick. I will drop in in chat in Discord chat a map image of where that would be. Give me just 2 seconds. That being said, what would you guys like to do at this point? You've got a mask, and you have determined that you know where these guys are going to wind up.
Quentin, I think we should follow all those guys.
Yeah, just kind of follow him and like intercept the package, right? The thing that's being planted.
Yep. I like it.
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
Okay, so you guys are going to go after these guys. Okay. Let's see. What time is it? It's 8:30 right now. I'm gonna go ahead and say let's just to be time accountable for the folks that need it. We can call it here and pick up the chase on these guys next time.
Nice.
Very good.
Nice. Yep,
Heard.
that sounds perfect.
All right. Good job, guys. Next time you guys will be hunting down these gangers that have a case of some kind of object that needs to be placed in the bayou.
One.
Okay.
They won't have it for long.
Right? Not if we have anything to say.
Right. Well, let's go ahead and call it for tonight, y'all. Yeah, we'll pick up next time. Pick
I
up
will
with y'all.
definitively do Dragonlance next week, 100%.
It sounds awesome.
That does sound awesome. Are we down
100%.
for Wednesday again?
Yeah, I'm
I
super
think
down for
I think Wednesday traditionally just works better.
Yeah.
It
It
does
gives
work.
me time to
Tuesday's kind of
settle in.
But yeah, dude, so, super down for Dragonlance next week.
Cool.
Good shit.
All right, y'all.
We've hit
Thank you so
4.
much for being. That's true.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Make sure y'all level.
All right,
Right.
guys. Y'all have
I'm excited. Sorry,
Sorry.
sorry. We're Tosh. We're playing Dragonlance in a otherwise in a separate session every other. Basically, it's supposed to be. We're swapping weeks. That's why we do every other week on this game.
Yeah. Was the level of this game or the other one?
This game, we're still
Dragonlance.
3.
Okay.
Yeah, Dragonlance is 4.
Yeah, you guys are
This game was
officially 4 in Dragonlance,
Yeah.
and we'll shift some gears, and change it up a little bit.
That's gonna be crazy. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
We'll see.
Alrighty, y'all.
Glad you
Have yourselves a great
guys
night.
are.
I'm tapping out.
All right.
Yeah.
You-
See most of you tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right?
See y'all.
See y'all tomorrow.
Yeah,
Later.
later.
All right. Bye, guys.
The game